Olympic competition. Over 15 million visitors are expected to descend on Paris for the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and the city has 45,000 volunteers working here ready to help them. There are 35 venues around Paris, France, and even one as far away as Tahiti. And as you would expect, some of the most iconic sites in Paris provide the backdrop to many of the events, including the Eiffel Tower and the Palace at Versailles. Well, our Paris correspondent Hugh Schofield has been out and about on the streets of the French capital, looking at how Paris is getting ready and what security measures are in place.
So on the eve of the big day, this bridge is the last point in central Paris where you can cross over from the left bank to the right bank and vice versa of the River Seine. Security, the massive security that there is across the city, means that every other bridge has been sealed off. And even here, as you can see, these security barricades, hang on a sec, which are everywhere around here, mean that we're hemmed in, packed up against the edge of the bridge here. But if you get on the bridge, it's a great view down towards the Eiffel Tower. There's all the seating where the VIPs are going to be paying their 2, 3, 4, 500 euros, whatever it is, to come and watch the ceremony. And in the middle, these strange islands have appeared, obviously something to do with the ceremony. We don't know precisely what. They look like halfway between a sort of skate park and a formal French garden, that marriage of modernity and tradition, which is an essential ingredient of all opening ceremonies, no doubt. The river, of course, is the centrepiece for the opening ceremony, but more generally, central Paris, the middle of Paris, historic Paris, touristy Paris, is where the Olympics are at, not out in some, mainly in some stadium somewhere, but right here in the middle of town. So, obviously, the disruption is enormous. How are Parisians taking it? Well, I'll let you into a secret. This time of year, Parisians always leave the city in droves. The city empties. It's like part of some ancient mass migration. They just go, and they've gone again this year. But that's good news. It's good news for tourists in ordinary years. This year, it's good news for sports fans. Sports fans, Olympics fans, the city is yours.